Hey guys, I hope you're all doing really well. Today I am so excited to be introducing my 2019 Project Pan. This is going to be a year-long Project Pan and I'm going to be doing a 9 in 2019. My goal is not to finish up 9 products in my collection, but rather it is to work on and to be always focusing on 9 products for my collection. This is going to be a rolling style project, so as one item is finished up or a goal is hit, then I'll roll another item in to continually focus on 9 products. I'm so excited for this project. It is going to run all the way through until December. I'm not going to be breaking up this project like I did last year. I just think that with some of the products that I've selected, I really want to give myself the entire year to see them through and to really see how much progress I can make. I think having a longer term will keep me from feeling like I have to rush myself. Not that I ever really do, but I feel like when I get into a project, I only use those products from that project, and I really want to give myself this entire year so that I have the option to use other items within my collection and not feel like I'm tied down. I hope that that is clear what I'm doing with this Project Pan. I am so beyond excited for this project and I hope that you guys are too. But yeah, I want to share with you guys the products, so let's just hop right into it. The first item I'm going to be focusing on is going to take me quite some time, I do think, and that's because I have other things in my collection that I just prefer a little bit more. So I will reach for those intermittently alongside this one. This is the Kat Von D Locket. This is the brightening powder in the shade Petal. And as you can see, I'm like just over halfway done with this product. So I don't think that it's unattainable in any way. I think it will take me several months though to work my way through this. However, the only problem with this is I'm going to lose a lot of product every time I open it up, just because of the nature of the packaging. I don't even want to open it up to demo it for you guys, but the sifter is literally right here and there is no closure at all. So the product just like spews everywhere every time I open this up. And even when you close it, there's powder that kind of gets stuck in the seam there. And so you always have a little bit of a powdery mess. So I am really excited to just work this out of my collection because it's not my favorite. I definitely prefer the Too Faced Peach Perfect powder so much more than this. And this is not a reason for me personally to pan things, but this is a discontinued item. So that definitely is a little bit more of a push to work it out of my collection, but it's not something that like makes me want to pan something necessarily. This next item I might be setting myself up for failure with, but I'm kind of putting in the project to see just how much I can actually use within one full year. This is the Stila Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow, and this one is in the shade Kitten Karma. It is what I'm wearing on my lids today, and it's an absolutely beautiful glittery liquid eyeshadow. The only thing is that I don't think there's any way to really track the progress with this, but you can see actually there is some visibility happening through the tube. So it's not brand new by any means. I've actually had this in my collection for a year and a half. I bought it June of, I guess, 2017. And I remember that because I actually used my Shoppers Drug Mart points to get this. So it's not like I need to use this up to get my money's worth necessarily, but I really want to put it to the test because I have, I think, 2 other shades in this formula, and I really just want to see how long it takes and how much longer it will last me as well, given the fact that it is a year and a half now. Yeah, this is definitely going to just hang around for the entire year. Whether I get bored of it or not, I want to really focus on just seeing the natural progress that I can make, and I am super excited because this is an absolutely beautiful shade and a beautiful formula, and it works so well on my hooded eyes, and I love it every time I wear it. I feel very glamorous, and because I really love this product, I just really want to get as much used out of it as I possibly can before I let it go bad, and I'm so excited for this. There is a swatch of the Stila. It has just so much shine and it's just absolutely beautiful. I'm so excited to be focusing on this. I know this seems kind of daunting. This is a little bit of a scarier product to focus on, but I absolutely love it, and I just really want to see where it goes. Another more long-term product for this project is going to be my Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade. This one is in the shade Taupe. It is what I'm wearing through my brows, and it's not exactly my favorite shade or my favorite formula. However, I have very little left in this packaging. I mean, there still is a fair amount of product, but you can see I've made a lot of progress on my dip brow. So I just want to get it used up, see how much longer I can work with it. It definitely has slightly changed its consistency. I'm finding that it is a little bit thicker and it doesn't go onto the brows as smoothly, so it is a little bit more high maintenance. But I think that I can definitely get this used up within this year for sure. I'm not going to use it every single day through my brows. It is a little bit tedious for me to use this every single day, especially because I do wake up so early for work. But I definitely do think I can get it finished up within this calendar year, and I think that that is going to be pretty cool because there's so much product in here. This lasts for freaking ever. I do think it's doable as long as I'm focusing my efforts on using this up. If the consistency changes too much and it gets very dry, then probably I'll have to declutter this, or maybe I'll figure out some way to revive it. But I'm really happy at the prospect of getting this used up because this is the kind of product I never thought that I would even be able to hit pan on. And since I've hit pan, I've actually been able to use it even more. I think I'm more motivated now actually to just get use out of it. Next up is one of my absolute favorite products in my collection, and I feel like I've never even mentioned this on my channel. It is the blush that I'm wearing today. This is the Essence Satin Touch blush, and this one is in the shade Satin Love. This is my favorite blush in my collection, if not one of my favorite cheek products in my collection. And I know that that sounds crazy because this is like a $4 or maybe $5 product, but the tone of it is just so perfect and the feel of it is so nice. And as you can see, I've kind of worn down a little bit of the pattern in the center here, but for the fact that I absolutely love this, this does not look near enough used. Like, it does not look like I have used it very much at all. And I definitely have, but over this past year, I was really focusing on my Rockateur blush, and at the moment I am focusing on another Essence blush, which I'm going to finish up and then move over to this one. But I just can't wait to use this. When I put this on today, I fell back in love beyond. Like, I knew I loved this blush and I don't want to let this just go bad. So my goal is to hit pan on it. I don't want to try to finish it up within this year, or else I'm never going to be able to use any of other blushes. But I'm using it as a blush bronzer today, and it's so nice. I love it. I can't believe that this is like a $5 product. This is just so good. It definitely is a true satin finish. It doesn't have any shimmer and it's not a matte flat product, but it has just this beautiful, like, natural, healthy looking sheen, especially when it's buffed onto the cheeks. And I feel like this color just works so well on my skin tone. I feel like it would work on so many other skin tones without being bold or too heavy or too bright, and it would work with so many different eye looks. And I am wearing it actually a little bit in my crease today as well. I love it for that too, to just do like a monochrome kind of makeup look. I'm so excited to work on this, and I just can't wait to be wearing this on my cheeks all the time. I have a concealer that I'm going to be focusing on. This is the Pacifica Transcendent Concentrated Correcting Concealer. I have mine in the shade Light, and this is like a spot on color for my skin tone. It's just a little bit more peachy. So I've been using this as a color corrector underneath of more long wearing concealers on top of it, because this definitely does budge under my eyes personally. I have a lot of creasing under my eyes, and this will really just fall into my fine lines. So I like to use this and then set it with another more brightening and long wearing concealer, and then of course set everything in place with powder. But this is getting older in my collection, like most of these products in here, of course. And I really just want to get as much use as I possibly can out of it before I let it go bad. This is a natural product. Pacifica products are natural and they don't last forever. So I just really want to use it up as much as I can. Of course, there is no visible progress on here at all. I honestly haven't reached for this until recently. Now that my skin is much more dry, I found myself really craving something like this underneath of my concealer to really hydrate the under eyes. And so I have been reaching for it recently. I do like the performance of it, but it is time to let it go and work my way through it. So I'm super excited about this one. I've got another base product here. This is the oldest foundation in my current collection. This is the Cover FX Natural Finish Oil-Free Foundation. And this is like an actual perfect color match for me. This is in the shade N30. I'm down to about this point, but honestly, I might even be farther down than that. It's just hard to tell because there is some air and there's still product stuck up in here as well. So I've marked it at this point for the time being, but we will see next month if my progress has moved like significantly down, then clearly I wasn't here. But I've been using this actually mixed in combination with my Too Faced Born This Way foundation. There's something about that combo that I absolutely love. I can't really pinpoint what it is because I just don't love this on its own. I don't know what it is. I used to really like it, and now that my skin is really dry, maybe I just find this sits on top of the skin in a really weird way, but when it's mixed alongside that Too Faced foundation, there's something so nice about it. I really like that combo. I'm just going to focus on getting this used up mixed with that foundation, and I'm super excited to get this out of my collection. I find I don't really move through foundations naturally. I definitely have to put foundations into project pans in order to get them out of my collection because I end up like moving to one and using it for 2 months and then moving to another and using it for 2 months. And so I just really want to focus on this one. I don't think this will take me very long whatsoever. I'm going to be focusing on this Colourpop Creme Gel Liner. This one is in the shade Honeydew, which is just a really good nude waterline eyeliner. And as you can see, I actually do have still a fair amount of product left in here, but I think if I prioritize using this on an everyday basis in my waterline, it should not be a problem to use this up within the next few months. I really do like the brightening effect of having a nude in my waterline, but a lot of the time I just am too lazy to do it. So I think having this in this project will definitely help me out. It really does brighten and open up the eyes. And I am wearing in my waterline today, and I did find that it is getting a little bit patchy. It's not going on quite as smooth as it used to. So I really want to get this used up and out of my collection, and I don't think it'll take me too long. I'm also going to be focusing on this Kat Von D Everlasting Lip Liner. This one I have is in the shade OG Lolita, and it is what I'm wearing on my lips today. There really isn't a ton of product left in this packaging, and this is a very creamy formula, so this does move pretty quickly. I don't see it being an issue whatsoever to get this used up and out of my collection. This is a beautiful shade and a really comfortable formula to wear, so I think that I should be able to use it up even before springtime. I don't see that being an issue whatsoever, other than the fact that I am focusing on other lip products in my Roulette Pan collab. So there is a swatch of what it looks like. Of course, on my lips right now, it looks a little bit more sheer, and that's because I'm wearing a lip gloss that I'm going to be focusing on underneath or on top of it, not underneath. So the lip gloss I'm going to be focusing on is this one right here. This is a Colourpop Ultra Glossy Lip, and the packaging is like totally busted up. As you can see, there's like nothing really left on here, but this is the shade Weho. I believe this is a discontinued shade from Colourpop. They discontinue everything that I love, and I love this lip gloss. It's a brown tone, and it actually has a fair amount of pigmentation to it, but it doesn't last like unbelievably well, but it is so comfortable. So that's the Ultra Glossy Lip up above, and I think that's just such a nice neutral shade. And of course, leading up to this video, I had it totally settled. It was down to about, I think, this point. I don't feel like marking it on this product. I think this is gonna go by pretty quickly, so I really just don't wanna make that marking on there. I'm gonna have this like in my bag for work and everything, and I just prefer to have it looking nice and clean, even though it's pretty grubby looking. But yeah, it's down to about this point. So this is the kind of product that I'll be able to finish up no problem at all. And I'm super excited for this one. I know I am focusing on another Colourpop lip gloss in my Roulette Pan collab, but this one's just a little bit easier to use. I'm really excited for this project pan as well. I cannot wait to share with you guys updates. I am thinking monthly updates. I know that that's what you guys usually love to see, so I'm gonna plan for monthly updates with you. I really can't wait to see how everyone else is gonna be structuring their project pans for 2019. I'm so excited for this. I'm actually filming this like 2 weeks in advance of the new year, just so that I can kind of get it out of my system, because I'm so excited for this project. But of course, I'm not gonna be focusing on any of these products really until the new year. I mean, I might use them a couple times in the next 2 weeks, but realistically, there isn't gonna be any progress made until the beginning of January. So I'm super, super excited for this project pan. Let me know what products you guys are focusing on and what projects you're gonna be doing this year. Thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.